Well, there we go. Welcome to Deauville Diaries. This is the Army Deauville, the Deaustroyer. She's just passed her MOT. I've got to try and weave through this lot now. Not sure what's going on down there. We'll have a look. Alright mate, how you doing? Blimmin' IKEA driver, innit? Could be here for a while. See you later. A work colleague. I think he's overshot. But yeah, happy as Larry. One very slight thingy on it is the front brakes. It just slightly judders, very slightly. Well, it's, to me, it's almost like ABS. I'm used to it, and I think it's great. Right, I'm going to carry on. There we go. So she's all done and dusted. It's 30 mile an hour around here. I'm now going to take a trip out to shoot. See a friend of mine. Yeah, unfortunately, she's got cancer, so I'm going to go and say hello, see how she's doing. And see if I can cheer her up a bit. Well, there you go, 50 mile an hour along here, so 80 kilometres, order of the day. Put my side lights on, I suppose. I don't like riding normally without lights on at all, but the headlight passed the MOT, so that's good. I did it actually in a blind panic when I found out my other headlight was broken. I did actually order an LED headlight, another round one, but it wasn't expensive. You think I'd learn, wouldn't you? At the end of the day, taking it left. So I'll see what that's like when it turns up. As this one's passed, he said there's nothing wrong with that at all. I've put a side light in the front. He said it didn't actually need to have a side light. He said some 50cc scooters don't have side lights. They just have their headlight on constantly. But I thought I'd put a side light in, as I had a couple of LED lamps just kicking about, and it looks nice. So there we go, I'm happy. This is Charlton. Right, what's everyone doing? You go first. No, you go first. Typical English, isn't it? Nice old 11th century church in Charlton's, lovely place. Just nailed onto the side of Andover. 50 kilometres is 30 miles per hour. I don't need to mark the speedo because I know what's what there. But yeah, he's the MOT guy. Said it's fantastic. So he said, you're going to be sorry to see him go. I said, yes I am, and I'm really in two minds yet of what to do. I mean, look at that, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's another fine day. It's very warm. It's going to be about 25, possibly 26 today, but cloud cover, it's quite humid. Just checking my fuel's on full tank. I set the kilometre back to 0 earlier on when I filled up. I didn't have wing mirrors on initially, but it's absolutely horrible when you got a km/h speedo and you're not 100% sure. You know, you're constantly, you know, swan necking, trying to see who's behind you, just in case, you know. So I've got this nice pair. They're lovely, solid metal ones. They're really good quality, and they didn't break the bank either. So yeah, they're spot on. Do the job perfectly. So yeah, this is the Deaustroyer. It's a one-off. A friend of mine, Carlos, has has converted his Deauville, and it's blooming excellent. I had a ride on it a little while back when he popped over to go down to Thruxton Race Circuit to watch British Superbikes on the Saturday, a few weeks back now. I had to go on his one. Obviously this was in the shed still, so I got it out for him to have a look at, but he wouldn't have a go on it. So yeah, his bike rides, again, that feels, his machine, his Renegade, it feels different to this. I can't put my finger on why it's so different. I know he's lowered his a little bit, because he's a little bit shorter than myself, so he's made it to fit, you know, to fit him, and he's done a cracking job. It really is a splendid bike, and it does a fair few miles on the old girl as well, which is brilliant. And it's done, I think it's done over 100,000 miles already. But these engines are really good. Regular oil changes, I change it to oil every 4,000 miles or thereabouts. Always best to keep on top of the oil changes, keeps everything sweet down there. There's not a lot to go wrong with these engines apart from that rear rocker cover oil still leaking, but once they're sealed, I just did that schoolboy error and didn't seal the other side of the gasket to the top of the rocker cover bead. Well, that's all new there. That used to be just a little barn there. Looks like they're expanding it. Right, out into the open countryside. Just ridden through Hatherden. Lovely part of the world. Some nice sweeping roads. Again, there's no point in beaning it around everywhere. Just enjoy the countryside as it is. You can probably see it's a little bit bumpy from the camera jumping up and down. Here's Tangley, and there's the Fox pub in front of us. That's changed hands over the years a few times. It used to be just a cracking old pub. Used to have a sing-song on a Sunday night and a few brandies, a few beers. And now I think it's an eatery, and quite a good one by all accounts. Not that I've ever eaten in there. I got caught out in this corner once when I came down here on my CB100N many years ago. I came from the other way. It's a sharp 90-degree right here, and I came from the other way and completely forgot about the corner, and I went to turn about here somewhere and ended up through there into that field, looking up at the sky with lots of cows looking at me. Oh dear, we live and learn, don't we? Still, that was in my youth. I've never had, touch wood, a serious accident. I've always classed myself as a safe rider. I came off once I was on a roundabout, and this little old lady come from the left hand side in a little daft 55 car, and the front of my CB100N just crumpled in, and I went over the bonnet. And the other instance was on a cold frosty morning. What bike did I have then? I had a CB125, I think it was, and I was just coming out of my road from my house, and I went up the hill, turned out onto the main sort of circular on the estate. Went round the corner quite gingerly, you know. I'd already been off before, so I'm I'm an all-weather rider, so I know all the conditions. And the front end just went away, and I ended up under the front of a double-decker bus, and I had to sort of pull myself out from between the wheels. And I remember sort of grabbing the underside of the bus and pulling myself out, and when I came out, there was a huge chair. The bus driver was white, completely drained of blood, poor fellow, and I was fine. Yeah, scratched my helmet and stuff, but so yeah, I've had a couple of offs in my time, but fortunately I'm a bimbler. You know, I don't like going fast. I have been fairly fast on my old CBR, under the instruction of a police motorcyclist trainer, just to get used to the power of the bike. That was interesting, and I've never ridden like that again. Not for me, I'm afraid. I like to keep sunny side up. Here comes a car. I'm going to pull in here a little bit and let them go by. Yeah, no worries, mate. This is going down into Chute. There's a brilliant pub on the right hand side called the Hatchet. Those of you that are familiar with Chute, you've got a lovely road at the back of Chute, up on the hill, Chute Causeway. You can see for miles on a good day. Oh yeah, that's it. Try getting on your side of the road, fella. There's the Hatchet there. I know Jerry very well, the manager, the owner. Me and Jerry go back a long way. Yeah, we've had a few lock-ins, probably 50 kilometres an hour around here. You don't want to be going any faster, do you? Because you can see what comes around the corners at you. There's a dog walker. I'm going to pull my clutch in. Oh, there's a van. He's going to stop, luckily. Okay, mate, no problem, because the bike's very noisy. Thank you. I'm not sure that wasn't Mark, you know. Chute standing. What a beautiful part of the world, eh? Oh, there goes my spine. There's a little old chapel up here. Done a few parties DJing in this little old chapel for various people's birthdays and whatnot. Come on, Pidge, out the way. There's the chapel there. Village Hall, that's it. It's been many years since I've been in there. Right, almost at my destination. So yeah, the Deaustroyer rides again. And what a lot of fun he is, she is, whatever. Up a Chute. Sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? Where are you going? Up a Chute? Oh yeah. I've seen that film. Grow up easy. Right. I'm going to shut down in a minute because I'm almost there. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to Deauville Diaries if you haven't, and if you want to keep following my daily ride arounds, Tibbs Meadow. Right guys, take care, see you soon. Right, well, I've just been to see my friend who's fighting the big sea and doing rather well, I'm pleased to say. Deauville Diaries, the Army Deauville has passed her MOT, as you know. Just stopped for a quick smoke. It's naughty, I know, but there we go. Right, let's crack on. I'm going to pop and see my brother now. I've got a book to pass on to him, which sounds like a good read, so that should cheer him up a bit. What a lovely day for a bimble. So I'm leaving Chute, heading towards Apple Shore. Beautiful countryside, agricultural land, farms, long windy roads, and it's me making all this noise. I don't know. Ooh, another car stopped down there, I'm not sure why. I'll just take it easy going past. Don't know if he's got a puncher or what. We're heading towards Apple Shore. Coming into Apple Shore now. So what a morning so far. Oh, what to do with this bike? I don't know what to do with this bike. I should really sell them on, but oh dear, I know I'm going to so flip him. I'm missing it already and I'm sat on the thing riding it. It's going to be such a mistake, I think. I don't know. What would you do? Well, it's lovely here, isn't it? Let's get down to 30. There we go. There's another nice pub here on the left, the Walnut Tree. Played many a game of darts in there. Still going. I know Alan in there beyond the bar, known him for many years. No, I don't frequent pubs often. I just used to live in this part of the world, so I used to buy and sell pinball machines and jukeboxes. And he phoned me up one day, Alan, and said, "Oh, I've bought another pub. and it's got an old jukebox out the back. Can you come and have a look at it? So I went and had a look at it. It was an old Seaberg, I think I'm right in saying. Got it going, got it playing within half an hour. I really wanted to buy it off him actually. I could have said it's broken, couldn't I? And just, but I'm too honest for that. I'm not. That's not my cloth's cut, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, I'm comfortable with myself. So he's got himself a nice jukebox there. The old pinball machines are brilliant. The old Williams, I had an El Toro, which was a Spanish themed, obviously, pinball machine from 1963. I think I'm right in saying. Managed to get that going. Unfortunately, inside one of those old pinball machines, it's all contact sets and points, and it's not just 3 or 4. It's like 300 or 400, and you have to clean every single contact to make that thing work. But very rewarding. That's the cruising speed, 60 mile an hour. Got a biker coming the other way, I should get a nod. No. Ooh, fair enough. Going to pop into Andover now. Drop down to 40. Sitting there, there's a nice new butcher's opened up on the right hand side down here. Lovely. Used to come and get bones for the dog, for Winston. Nice big knuckle for him to chew on. Oh, it takes him ages to get through that. They're going to turn off towards Kimpton in a bit. Not sure what this van's doing. I don't think he really knows, to be honest. He's kind of a bit. There's that butcher's there, look. I'm going to get round this van when I can. But hang on a second, this guy really doesn't know what he's doing. That's dangerous. Just indicated to pull in and now he's not. Doesn't know I'm behind him, I don't think. Oh. Patience, dear boy, patience. Please pull in, mate, for goodness sake, he's dangerous. Yeah, she rides like a dream. This Deaustroyer. Absolute pleasure to ride. Always puts a smile on my face. I've been to a few bike shows. Andover Festival of Transport last year. So many people, kids all sat on him. They love it, absolutely love it. I even had some old boys coming up saying, "Is that army issue?" That's great, that is, that old bike. Oh, it takes me right back. And I was like, well, for a start, it's Japanese. It always turns heads everywhere it goes. Just so flickable. We're in a 30, so no heroics. This is sunny Andover, people. It's expanding at an alarming rate of knots. They're building 2,000 new houses a year on the outskirts, and to be honest, I think it's spoiling it. I basically grew up in and around Andover, Mottisfont, that sort of area, and I loved Andover for its politeness and its quaintness. Now we've got it's all being diluted now. Look at them looking, they know they want to. Oh, I'm just going to pop down my brother's house, give him this book I've been given. And then back home, I think, and do a spot of gardening. Yeah, ambulance there. Growl. Oh, he's so aggressive. Wonder if Stewie's in. No windows open yet. I wonder. Chugga chugga chugga. Alright guys, catch you in a bit.